I grew up playing rock music in bands at school. I got my first guitar aged 12, and it was a Telecaster. So I was very much into bands like the Red Hot Chili Peppers and then Guns N' Roses, things like that. I got a Les Paul and was obsessed with Slash. But all the while I was sort of learning this stuff at school and playing rock stuff with my friends. My godfather was actually designing the albums and the tab books of a French guitar player named Pierre Bensusan. And he's an absolutely phenomenal fingerstyle guitar player and totally my guitar hero. But fast forward to a few years, when I was about 17, my mum dropped my electric guitar and it broke. Thanks, Mum. But it's all okay. It turned out all right because as it was being fixed and as the headstock was being glued, the guitar had to sit on a dining room table like this. And what I ended up doing was studying Pierre's music. So I put this broken Epiphone Les Paul into DADGAD tuning, so D-A-D-G-A-D, and started viewing it less like a guitar and more like 6 pianos, you know? Each string as a chromatic sort of scale, you know? I guess I realized that I wouldn't be limited to how far I could stretch my fingers. Instead, if I played it like a piano, I was only limited to my hand span, my arm span rather, you know? I could hit any note, I could hit the here to here. So I started fooling around. I figured out I could get major and minor arpeggios just with the left hand. And then I started writing just really cheesy improvisations. Once I turned it up right, I sort of applied that sort of self-taught knowledge I'd gained and then really started learning some of Pierre's music. And I guess that rock upbringing, the Pierre stuff, and the looking at the guitar like 6 pianos and playing it like a big weirdo, and a lot of free time and living in a small town adds up to something approximating what we have now. And for those of you who've been sort of following my music videos and touring for a while, you'll have seen that I've gone from the tiniest magnetic pickups possible all the way to what we have here, because I've always found that magnetic pickups get in the way for me. So this magnetic pickup is really the best solution to any multi-pickup system I can think of, and the fact that it sounds so good by itself, and it sits out the way, and it's lightweight, and it's just got a nice subtle aesthetic to it, curved edges so I don't catch my fingernails on it, you know, my big gnarly thumbnail that I have going on here. Yeah, it's a really great pickup, and it's been a real pleasure to kind of help develop this with the guys at DiMarzio and Mr. Nick Benjamin, the great guitar luthier from the south of England.